Child, we are at it again, honey. And this time, we're taking the Queen's Supreme Court live show down to the Riviera Maya in Mexico. Now, girl, y'all already know how we went down there to the Dominican Republic last year and tore them people down. Baby, we let the Dominican Republic have it, baby. Mexico, it's y'all turn, and y'all better get ready. Mark your calendars. July 10th through the 15th. You need to rush over there to www.qscvacations.com. That's qscvacation.com to get your tickets. Everything is included, baby. Food, drinks, and lodging, girl. All you got to do is get there. So come on. Don't meet me there, bitch. Beat me there. Down to the bar in Mexico. Yes, God, honey. What's up, everybody? Oh my God, we are here with another week of cracking the cold cases with T.S. Madison. And as you guys know, this week's special guest judge was none other than Netflix's very own stand-up #1 transgender comedian, Flame Monroe.
Yay! Hi!
Oh my God, Flame, listen, you know, you and I go back for about 5 years now.
No, about 7.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's about 7, serious.
It's been about 7 years. You know what?
Yeah.
We almost in 2020. God be nimble. God be quick. God don't come pull me up out this.
Oh. No references to penises and God. Oh my God.
That's what they say when you on top of them. Oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have had the best time with Maddie. We have went around the world and back again with conversations, talking about everything from A to Z, having wonderful conversations with her mom, who I adore. Miss Mary is so sweet. I admire the relationship that Maddie has with her mother because I don't have that relationship with my mom. So it's beautiful to see that the mom is in the kitchen cooking.
And what about the food?
And accepting. I ain't got to the food. Let me finish what I'm doing.
Oh, excuse me.
The mother is a phenomenal woman, and she's a whole Christian woman. A whole Christian woman. But let me tell you about her cooking skills. The mother cooked an entire pig alive, and it was fucking delicious. Miss Mary made the pig. We just ate the whole pig. The head, the ears, the nose, the butt. I think I got the tail, everything. Oh my God, it was wonderful.
I've had a great time. Is that yours?
And I felt very welcome in Mary's home. In Maddie's home. They made me, in the chateau, baby, I feel like I should just use my Section 8 and rent a room.
Oh my God. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Flame Monroe. Now listen, Flame, I'm going to dig into some things because we're going to crack the cold cases. And like there's lots of stuff that people want to know about you that maybe that I'm going to bring to light that either they didn't know or whatever. But we're just going to crack the cold cases because, you know.
Crack the code.
This is stuff that they, the people, want to know about you, the star. All right. Now, cracking the cold cases starts out with question 1. You were one of the first LGBT talent seen on television when you took the stage at Comic View back in 2005. Unfortunately, the episode is currently unavailable to see.
But the 2004 one is up. See, I did it first in 2004 with Ricky Smiley.
Well, the 2005 version is
unavailable.
It was unavailable to see anywhere. And many blog sites have documented that there was a spat between you and the lady Cheryl Underwood. Can you tell us more about it? Elaborate.
Yes. So actually, Cheryl and I are very good friends now. She has invited me to come on to The View, as I've been on The View, not as a guest, but as her guest in the audience. It was just one of them nights. Cheryl and I had a little history back in the comedy game because I started off as a fan of hers. And I went to see her at the club, and it just went a little south. And so that night that we taped...
Well, I mean, it went so south that you cannot find.
Well, that's because in the 14-year history of Comic View, that particular episode was the highest rated episode in the 14-year history. See, I'm a history-making bitch. Not always for the good reasons, but I still made history.
Yes, you did. and you let you. I remember them referring to something I like. Wesley Snipes in a wig.
I don't even remember what happened that night.
Oh, well, the blogs in particular remember.
And Cheryl came out behind me and roasted me, and it just went south. And everybody thought that was the nail in the coffin in my career, but nothing was further from the truth. My career exploded right after that. But I was going through a broken heart and a horrible relationship, so I lost my place and my footing. So I kind of like let me back away and just take care of my kids and heal my heart. It took a long time to heal my heart. That's the cancer in me. We cancers. We hold on to some shit forever.
All right. But you did roast the shit out of other folks.
Well, I did call. She came back. She had a great comeback. She told me I'm hired. Woo woo. It stopped me from getting a couple of jobs in Hollywood. But we're cool now. And thank you, Tiffany Haddish, for rescuing me. Because it took me 14 years to make something stick against the wall. And oh my God, has they really stuck.
14 years.
To get back on top.
And was it due to that situation?
That was part of the process. But then when I backed away, there was no trans nothing. So then all of a sudden here comes RuPaul, and RuPaul's Drag Race exploded. So it has given much visibility to the LGBT community.
Okay,
so
but this is my thing, Flame, that I'm trying to really get you to answer.
I know I'm working around it.
I know you are. But this is how we crack the cold case.
The president.
It hindered your career because did it become a trans woman versus a cisgender woman, or a fish versus a trans? Did it become that? Did you get any hate from it from the outside? Well, we wouldn't know that because back then it wasn't any social media like that to be.
But we did have MySpace. So the backlash that I got, believe it or not, came from the black gay community. As if I had went on there and tried to take her job and tried to destroy her. Now, what you have to know about Comic View is that they pick a different host each and every season. I was vying for the coveted title of the host. But the gay community turned on me. The black gay community turned on me majorly. So, yeah.
Because they felt like you were attacking a black woman.
I felt like I was attacking a black woman. And we were comics. We were making jokes. What they did not see, because they were not at the table, was Cheryl had went ham and hard on so many different comics who didn't have good sets or who just was doing somebody else's material. So they didn't see that part. But, you have to be there to see that. Or you have to be behind the scenes.
Okay. So basically there was something that was going on with Cheryl earlier that day or on the tour. And you came out and you were vying for a spot to be the host of the next season of the Comic View. So you was going in with all the punches.
With all the punches.
So you came out and you punched and swung and hit.
And she swung back. And I asked the producers, well, give me the mic. Let me go back out. Let's go toe-to-toe. Let's really get the ratings going. But we didn't need no help. The ratings went through the roof. But that was also the last year of Comic View. It was, outside of that episode, the ratings were so bad that they didn't even renew it.
Well, that's BET.
That's EBT.
Okay. Now, next, you have an extensive career in the comedy field, having worked with many celebrity comedians. I'm going to say a couple of names, and I want you to say the first thought that comes to your mind.
Okay, that's fine.
Cat Williams.
Sweet. Wonderful guy.
I thought you meant sweet like a lollipop.
No. I worked with him. He was so respectful, so wonderful. He told me, his joke to me was, Flame, you's a greedy motherfucker. Make up your mind. Do you want a man or do you want a woman? But all in love, I had a great set. He gave me such love and kudos. So, love you, Cat.
Lunel.
Oh, I adore Lunel. Lunel loves me. Lunel has a crush on me when I'm in drag. She don't like me when I'm on a drag, but when I'm in drag, she said I'm going to be her first lesbian relationship. She don't know the bodega that I really am.
D.L. Hughley.
D.L. Hughley, I have mad respect for. I changed his mind, ladies and gentlemen. He was very against the gay, trans, and not against it to where he wanted to harm or anything. It just was not his get down. He told me on his show that I changed him. I made him feel like I let down the curtain and he could just talk to one of us like we were his homies. And that's what he did. He addressed me like I was his friend. I appreciate that.
Kevin Hart.
I love Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart is cool little dude. I worked with Kevin before he was this big name, Kevin Hart. And he was professionally respectful to me. He didn't pull out my chair or buy me a drink, but he treated me as a fellow comedian and he called me she. Respectful. He did.
Now that I like.
He did. He called me she.
About time.
Oh.
And last but not least, the ever-loving living goddess, Monique.
Oh, Monique. We praying for Monique. We hoping Monique find her way. I just think that she's a little lost right now, but very talented sister, extremely talented sister. She just lost right now in the maze, in the vortex. And as soon as she get divorced, she'll be out of the vortex. And there you have it.
How did you get in contact with Tiffany Haddish?
Tiffany and I have been knowing each other for about 12 years. I met her at a comedy club in LA, and she was such an adorable little girl. And I say little girl because when she came up to me so innocently in the club, she was like, "Excuse me, can I ask you a question?" And it was so sweet and pure. And she says, "Are you a drag queen?" And I just looked at her because it was so sweet and innocent. I was like, "Yes, I am." She said, "I just want you to know that I think you're so pretty." And she didn't know I was a comic. So she asked me, and then I went on stage and roasted the room. She says, "Oh my God, one day I just want to be as funny as you." I said, "Girl, one day I just want to be as adorable as you." And we just connected. She'd been in my house. She brought my kids a dog one Christmas and told me when I taped the TV show Box because they repaired my boobs. She was the one who introduced me on the episode, and this was pre-Girls Trip. And I told the producers of Box the Doctors, I say, "You guys need to hone in on this girl. This girl is going to be a star." Well, lo and behold, 6 months later, Girls Trip came out, and Tiffany Haddish was a household name. And she told me that night, "If I make it, I'm coming back to get you." I know lots of celebrities. Lots of celebrities. None stood to their word for that. Tiffany was the only one who came back and got me. So I love you, Tiffany Haddish. I love you, Paige Horowitz. I love you, Wanda Sykes at Pushing Productions for believing in me. Thank you, Netflix, because the check cleared.
Oh, which comes to my next question. Has your opportunity to star in a Netflix special opened up doors in your career?
Oh my
and
God.
other opportunities in your career?
Yes, because now people see me. So thank you, Netflix, for giving me a platform to speak on and just show my talent. They gave me a place where I showcase my talent, and I didn't have to be pigeonholed to talk about only LGBT issues or only about love relationship. I was able to talk about everything. So they have really put me out to 190 countries. I get emails from Yugoslavia,
Bosnia,
from Spain, everywhere.
Girl, you was getting that before. You know you was a
No,
hooker.
I wasn't. Wasn't nobody checking for me before.
Girl, you know you was
let me
a
tell you
hooker
something.
before.
You know me, Madison. You've been to my house in LA, and I worked at a club where I didn't make much money as far as pay. The tips were great, but I went through so much trial and turmoil and drama with this behind the scenes BS at the club. The audience loved me. You seen me on
Yes,
the show. They
yes, I have.
loved me. Flipping off the stage, and money was everywhere. It was so much BS. So God saved me from that, and just I lost that job 3 years ago. Almost 3 years to the date, I was airing in 190 countries on Netflix. That ain't nobody but God.
So, was it lucrative? Like, did you make lots of money?
From
The Netflix special.
Netflix paid me well. Let me say that they paid me very well. I'm comfortable for maybe the next couple of years, but I'm still working. I'm still working. We trying not to spend money. We trying to make money. We got to strike while the iron is hot. You know that.
I do.
Yeah, Netflix was wonderful to me. They paid me like I was a white man.
Oh, they paid you like you were a white man.
They paid me like I was a white man.
Yeah. Oh. Okay, so let's move on to this next part here. This is very important to me.
Uh-oh.
Many publications describe you in many different ways. Some call you a transgender. Others call you a drag queen.
No.
Some call you gay. Others call you bisexual. A conservative who is a single father who has undergone female physical transformation. So many words to describe you. How do you identify?
My sexuality is I like what I like. That's it.
Because you're currently in a relationship with
No relationship.
You currently have children
Yes.
from trans men,
Well,
female to male,
mm-hmm.
transgenders.
Yes. I do.
So, play devil's advocate here. In a world that would be according to the way you identify.
Is I like what I like?
No. According to the way you identify, it's okay for you to be he or she.
Yeah.
So according to
Title-wise.
the way you identify, title-wise, you're in a heterosexual type situation.
I'll accept that. I'll accept that.
So you're, in fact, a heterosexual transsexual from Transylvania.
Oh, I like it.
I
I just enjoy the female anatomy more than I enjoy the male anatomy. Let me say that.
For sexual
For sexual purposes, because with all these subtitles and adjectives and pronouns that they put in front of it, when you get in the bed with somebody, you can only like the penis or the vagina or both.
There's ass and mouth.
Well, everybody got an ass, and everybody got a mouth. So I'm talking about the difference of sexual organs. You can only like penis or vagina or both. That's it. So come on with all the titles and the prefixes and take the sign down, because you can only like penis or vagina or both.
Flame, is sexual orientation and sexual identity are two different things.
Girl, when you get down in the bed with somebody, it's either a dick or a pussy. Ain't nothing else in between. Shit. So it can be sexual identity, orientation, conversation, approvation. Do you like dick or some pussy? You want this night? Do you want some dick or some pussy? That's it. And some nights you feel like nuts, and some nights you don't.
You bitch, you. I can't teach you nothing.
You know, I'm an old cat. I'm
So
an old head.
So it's the saying is go. You can't teach a old dog to do tricks.
Dude, this old dog got some nasty skills, baby. Trust me when I tell you. Don't let the smooth taste fool you. You gotta see me when I'm in my pimp mode. Good God. I look like Grady from Sanford and Son. That's knacking, baby.
You won't be around next year.
Hey.
You
don't
be Craig back.
Don't be 20-something manly. Good God. And the female. Jesus. It's my weakness.
So you like studs and trans men.
Yeah, very masculine.
So it's the taste.
Yeah, the taste is absolute. Tastes like chicken. She asking like she don't know these answers to these questions, y'all.
I do, but they don't.
Oh,
That's why we're cracking the cold case.
we're cracking it. What's next?
So we know you got children.
Mm-hmm.
3 to be exact.
3 to be exact. I like it. 16, 16, and 12. 1 son and 2 daughters.
How is it being a father?
It's very rewarding and very challenging because I'm a single parent. So I'm on the road a lot. It's hard to parent when I'm not at home. As you can see, they're calling me now. Sure, my daughter's at home arguing over a pair of socks or a bar rack, something crazy. But it's a wonderful experience. You know, I never knew that I could know this level of love in my life. To look at my children's eyes, I'm looking right back at me. Because when you look in your kids' eyes, you see yourself. So it was very rewarding. I always wanted my own family. So I got my own family. I wanted the whole family, but it just didn't work out that way. That's not the hand that God dealt me. I didn't get those cards. I picked up the wrong hand.
Well, you put a lot of wrong things in your hand, girl. But you got away with it.
I didn't get away with it. I was busted once or twice, but I'm good.
That went over some of y'all head. You didn't even get that. It was a 2-woman show right here. Oh my God.
It's wonderful to see what my children will become, though, because I'm trying to groom them to become great people. They love themselves. They're very accepting of other people. I just want them to be great individuals when they get grown and self-sufficient.
All right. Bitch, what happened at the torture wards?
I wasn't there. I don't know. What happened? I wasn't there. I didn't get a chance to go. I was booked for the gig.
But something happened.
Something did happen whereas my views just didn't coincide with the whole movement. But I was never hired to speak my views. I was hired as a professional comedian, which is what I do, to host the show and keep it moving. Whatever transpired and it didn't go down, they still contractually were obligated to pay me, and they did pay me. So thank you. And I'm glad it was a success. I heard it was a success, and I heard so was the march. So I was happy to see that. I saw my sister Valerie Spencer speaking. Brilliantly talented, brilliantly smart individual who's on the forefront of the battlefield for the trans community. She is a soldier in the battlefield.
So is Ashley Marie Preston. I love her.
See, and there's a lot of girls. See, and these are a lot of girls that don't get the public recognition. So thank you for mentioning the names. Tatiana Moulton out of Chicago, Saria Sinclair out of New Orleans, Leah Taylor Stokes out of Chicago. These are the girls that are on the forefront and fighting the fight for us, so that we can live freely, so that we can be who we are right now. So thank you, ladies. Thank you.
So with that being said, what is your relationship with the LBGT or LGBTQ?
ABCDFGPSZ community. It's a whole lot of alphabets. You forget something.
Them letters.
Oh, listen, I'm part of the community, but I'm part of lots of communities. I'm part of the LGBT community. I'm part of the black community. I'm part of the comedian community. I'm part of
the straight community.
The straight community. You know, I blend, and I don't want to pigeonhole myself to say that I belong to this, or this. I belong to everything. So nothing should be off limits for me. I do say some things about the gay community that ruffles the feathers.
Oh my God, y'all! I'm sorry. The way you said that. Y'all flame, we being real white woman here. Bitch, you say some shit.
What do you mean?
You say lots of things, like you read Caitlyn Jenner about saying that she was the gimmick.
She was a gimmick, and we fell for the okie doke. I did not, never. But as a trans community, we're always looking for Captain Save-A-Ho. We think that we need somebody to save us, and we don't. We need to save ourselves.
But some of us are thrust up into the forefront to be seen. And then
Caitlyn wasn't thrust into the forefront.
She was thrust.
That was all. No.
Caitlyn has been thrust.
That was all publicity on her behalf. That was all the money making venture. And if we don't see the okie doke for what it is, money making venture. Let me tell you about the next money making venture. Somebody who's trying to sell books by saying that they love and support the trans community. But in the interviews, you get mad and walking out because somebody's saying they're challenging your sexuality.
Who?
I'm not sure his name. All I know is he was on New York Undercover, and I'm asking, why did he get married?
The man has said on countless times that he's trans attracted.
Oh, okay.
And he going with that Spanish girl from RuPaul's Drag Race.
And he's attracted to a woman with a penis. Excuse me, how many women do you know with a penis?
I'm one of them.
You're a woman with a penis? No, you're a transgendered woman with a penis. These are your words. Upstairs. You're a transgender woman.
Yes, okay, I'm a transgender woman.
Okay, ain't shit wrong with me. I just look like this. I know what I'm saying. Right, okay. Because I don't
what
know
are you
women
saying?
with penises.
Well, she's also a transgender woman.
With a penis.
No, I don't. I think she's without.
No, she's not. If she's without, he ain't with her. She's definitely not without. Don't get the game twisted now. We gonna talk about it. God damn it, let's talk about it.
Wait a minute. Okay, some of that probably went over y'all head too, but that's another crack in the cold cases. But you said vicious things that have gotten you in so much trouble.
Oh, of course, I'm going to do that till the day I die. And they're not vicious. It's never my message. It's always my delivery. Because my message be spot on. I'm smarry a bitch. But the delivery of my message don't always sit well with everyone. And that's okay.
Do you think any of your delivery of your message has set well with me tonight?
Oh, man, you have had such a banter and a back and forth to agree to disagree on some things and to agree on things that I'm honestly a little shocked by. I didn't think that you were going to agree on some of the stuff I said as far as the trans girls, but you did. Not in a negative way, but just that I'm talking to you and I'm hearing your views. So at least I know that you're not living in this pigeonhole, in this little box.
But you do think I'm in some type of hole. You do think be honest.
Well, of course. Well, Maddie, my views on being a woman is different from your views on being a woman. Because I don't...
I mean, it's okay.
I don't want people to say, oh, Flame, you don't know what a woman feels like, and you do. Until you have a woman's heart and mind, I just don't you can change the exterior. You just can't change the interior. And that's okay. That's okay. Some of us are so convincing. I've never been a convincing girl. You always knew my tea. There's some girls out here that you would never know. But they will get around a certain group of people and will completely turn into a queen or act like an old sissy, and it blows their cover. And if you one of those convincing girls that nobody knows, but then you decide you want to tell your best girlfriend at the office, and she tells everybody else, and then somebody else says to you, where's Maddie? Where's Maddie at? Oh, he's in the dressing room. Well, why'd you call her he? That's so female. Oh, so-and-so told me, because who outs us more than other gay men? Who outs trans women more than other gay men? No one.
Women.
When they know. Women don't always.
I guarantee you challenge a woman out there right now and say, she'll say she always does.
Well, I'm not going to agree with that. But I do think that that gay men out trans women more than anyone else as our society. And we always want inclusion and we want to be fixed. We better fix us. Because we're broken.
It sounds like you have a small issue with gay men.
Not at all. I love gay men. I used to be a gay man. I used to date a gay man. See, I don't have any issues at all. I'm just being real.
But if he was dating you, he was a straight man.
No, he was gay. I was a young punk. He was definitely gay. And he was the husband some nights, and some nights I was.
I said for that one. I already know what this bitch was finna motherfucker say. I'm over here giving you very Diane Sawyer.
Versatile bitch, baby. I've been the husband and the wife.
I'm over here giving you
same night.
I'm over here giving you Diane Sawyer, girl, knowing this bitch that gave me 2 edibles.
Well, she was only supposed to take one, y'all, but then she put wine on top of it. We ain't gonna tell the mama, because baby, this thing was down here lit.
So if y'all's feeling like that, I'm a little,
a little rickety,
a little
Joe Biden-ish, a little shaky.
So are you a Democrat or Republican
I
or
am
liberal?
definitely a Democrat. I just wish my Democratic Party would make a choice and get us one candidate, because we need to beat this machine. We haven't came down to the one.
My last question is, what is the legacy that you are leaving behind?
That's a good question. I would hope that I'm leaving behind hope. Because just like you saw me, I saw Beverly LaSalle. You wouldn't know who that is? Because she was on All in the Family. So thank you, Norman Lear. I used to be a huge All in the Family fanatic. So Beverly, I had never seen a drag queen on TV. I always knew when I was young that something was different about me. I was weird. I thought I was crazy. I saw an episode of All in the Family with Beverly LaSalle. Archie had saved her in the back of a cab. She fainted. Archie gave her mouth-to-mouth resuscitation, but he didn't know that she was a drag queen. So she came to the house to thank Archie and pay him the cab fare when she, got better. And so she told Edith, Edith was kind of dingy. I loved her character. So she said, well, I'm a female impersonator. So Edith like, oh, okay. Because Edith didn't know what it was. So she told Archie. Archie came downstairs. And so she told Archie that she was a female person. Archie didn't know what it was either. Neither did I. So she said, well, what do you go? Archie thought she was a prostitute. So I said, well, what do you ladies of the night like to be called? Miss, Mrs. And Beverly LaSalle took off her wig and said, how about Mr. Maddie? I went in my bathroom. And I cried like a baby, because I knew then that I was not the only one. I was okay. I was going to be just fine, because I saw somebody else that let me know that I was going to be okay. Just like you saw me, like you say, and I was like, we can do this. I'm hoping that I'm opening the doors for some young kid in 190 countries that sees me and be like, you know what? If she can do it or he can do it, however you feel like you need to address me, I can do it. Don't go in that dark corner in the world, and let people come to you. You don't have to go to people. Let them come to you. They will eventually, and if they don't, you don't need them. So I'm hoping I'm helping somebody somewhere, because somebody helped me. Just like you say, I helped you. I hope I'm helping. That's my legacy. I'm hoping that some kid sees me and be like, I can live my life in my truth and be happy with who I am. If I like boys, if I like girls, if I like both, it's okay. I'm okay just being me, because can't no bitch do
what I do.
That's it. That is acceptance to me.
I'm hoping that's what's a part of my legacy as well.
Oh, Maddie, you have opened doors for many girls. I'm telling you. And when me and you had talks years ago when you first started doing this, and you was on shaky ground with some people saying this and that. What did I tell you? Girl, don't feed that shit. Now you are still here, and there's nowhere to be found. You can't put your energy into that. You only got to focus on you. It's too hard to focus on you and what this bitch doing, what this guy's doing. I ain't got time for that. You in competition with your last podcast, with your last show, with your last TV show that's coming out on Logo. That's what you're in competition with. Yourself. You want to keep getting better. Not this person or that person. I don't give a damn what you think. I'm doing me. The best me I know how, the only me I know how to do. Cause can't no bitch do what I do. Huh.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I feel like that we've cracked the cold cases. Flame, I want to tell you, thank you so much for being with me tonight. I ain't sucked no blood out of you, did I?
Oh, I'm gonna get some backlash, but I'm a big girl. I can handle it.
I want you to know, I've always and always will admire you.
Thank you, man.
And I love you too.
I love you back.
Because you prophesied to me.
I love the evolvement of what I've seen you do. From the first time you did a show, you started off as a read because of what somebody else said in your marvelous chateau upstairs at the table. And this has blossomed 2 years later into a fucking phenomenon. It's great, man. And you everywhere. You like Visa, but you everywhere I want to be.
I love you, Flame.
Love you back, man.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you for the time. I hope I ain't ruffling nobody's feathers too
But if
bad,
you did,
but you know Mother had you. Mother love you.
And what? Motherfuck you. All right.
Mwah.
Child, we are at it again, honey. And this time, we're taking the Queen's Supreme Court live show down to the Riviera Maya in Mexico. Now, girl, y'all already know how we went down there to the Dominican Republic last year and tore them people down. Baby, we let the Dominican Republic have it, baby. Mexico, it's y'all turn, and y'all better get ready. Mark your calendars, July 10th through the 15th. You need to rush over there to www.qscvacations.com. That's qscvacation.com to get your tickets. Everything is included, baby. Food, drinks, and lodging, girl. All you got to do is get there. So come on. Don't meet me there, bitch. Beat me there. Down to the bar in Mexico. Yes, God, honey.